Hello everyone, I am Jaideep Pisha, working as Assistant Professor in KKW IEE and R Nasik. Today I am going to guide you on topic Six Sigma. So after this session, learners will be able to understand what is Six Sigma, different phases of Six Sigma belts, and Six Sigma tools. What is Six Sigma? Six Sigma is a quality control methodology developed in 1986 by Motorola Company. Six Sigma emphasizes cycle time improvement while at the same time reducing manufacturing defect to a level of no more than 3.4 occurrences per million units or events. Six Sigma is a set of management tools and techniques designed to improve business by reducing the likelihood of error. It is a data-driven approach that uses a statistical methodology for eliminating defects. In other words, the system is a method to work faster with fewer mistakes. Different phases of Six Sigma. First, define. Define the problem and the ideal in terms of the target to achieve. Second, measure. Collect relevant data about the process and the problem. Third step, analyze. Analyze the process to identify the cause-effect relationship between input and outputs. Identify the vital few root causes. Then fourth one is improve. Determine the optimum value for key contributing process inputs. Implement solutions to eliminate the root causes. Then next one is control. Establish standard and control to sustain improvements in the long run. Characteristics of Six Sigma: statistical quality control, methodological approach, then fact and data based approach, project and objective based focus, customer focus is also very crucial, teamwork approach to quality management. Let's discuss about Six Sigma belts and their requirements. First, yellow belt. Here the participant takes part as a project team member. Second, he reviews process improvements and he or she gains understanding of the various methodologies and DMAIC. Second belt is green belt. Requirements: minimum of 3 years of full-time employment is required. Second, hands-on experience on projects involving some level of business transformation. Then third, guidance for black belt projects in data collection and analysis. Fourth requirement for this belt is he or she understands the tools and methodologies used for problem solving. Then third belt is black belt. Requirements: proof of completion of minimum of 2 Six Sigma projects. Second, leading diverse team in problem solving projects. Then training and coaching project teams, work experience in a core knowledge area, and demonstration of expertise at applying multivariate metrics to diverse business change settings. At the top of those three belts, there is Master Black Belt. Which are the requirements? First, be in possession of a Black Belt certification. Second, have a minimum of 5 years of full-time employment or proof of completion of minimum of 10 Six Sigma projects. A proven work portfolio with individual specific requirements. Have coached and trained green belts and black belts. Developed key metrics and strategies. have worked as an organization Six Sigma technologist and internal business transformation advisor. So these are the requirements. Let's discuss about normal distribution curve or a bell curve. Six Sigma name comes from the area under the normal distribution curve after moving 6 standard deviations away from the center line, which is 0, 3 sigma on the right side, 3 sigma on left side. Moving 1 standard deviation away from 0, the graph's center covers about 34.1% of the data. Moving 1 standard deviation away from 0 in each direction, which is 2 sigma, therefore covers twice h mus or 68.2% of data. Then third one is 2 standard deviations in other direction, which is 4 sigma, covers 95.4% of the data, and 3 standard deviation in either direction, 6 sigma, covers roughly 99.7% of the data. In other words, approximately 99.7% of the data points which consist of output with 0 defects. To achieve total quality control, there are various tools of Six Sigma. So let us discuss first the 5S system. Short, set in the order, shine, standardize, and then sustain. So many industries, they are using currently this 5S system. Second tool, value stream maps. Value enabling adding and non-value adding actions, which helps in the long term. Third, Pareto chart. Distinguish between the group of data. FMEA, failure modes and effect analysis to enhance the performance. Kaizen, a Japanese phenomena, a practice of continuous improvement. On daily basis, you are improving and you are deciding some new task which saves time and helps in better productivity. Pokayoke, the mistake proofing process. There are several career choices for Six Sigma professional as manufacturing engineers, compliance engineers, and operating system specialists. Additionally, there are career opportunities with the following titles, although the precise nomenclature can vary from company to company. There are Six Sigma Analyst, Six Sigma Black Belt, Six Sigma Consultants, Director of Operational Excellence, Functional Project Lead, Senior Project Manager, Six Sigma Project Managers, Business Process Manager, Lead Analyst, Project Manager. In terms of salary, according to Glassdoor, a Six Sigma Green Belt certified can expect an average yearly salary of $68,840 per year, which is approximately 52 lakh rupees per year. 5 important benefits of Six Sigma implementation. I am taking example of General Electric company. It's not the secret that General Electric saved $12 billion in first 5 years after they had implemented Six Sigma. Today, General Electric continues to grow and is implementing the same Six Sigma proven methods into its GE Global Learning team. So which are the 5 benefits? First, increased productivity. Second, improved quality. Then next, reduced operational cost and higher customer satisfaction. Last benefit is improved communication amongst the team member. So apart from General Electric, Motorola, there are many companies which are currently amongst Fortune 500 list. They have been saving billions of dollars on yearly basis. These are my references. Thank you very much for your attention.